Hey guys, Nigel here from Aquarium Central, and I'm back from my holidays, and here we are on Friday with our live fish unboxing. And she is a wet rainy day outside. It's really good for those ducks and those fish. However, we have got a really big unboxing to go today, so stay tuned, because at the end of the video there's one box that we've packed with some goodies, so some really awesome looking fish in there. There's some fish that we have had before, but we have never ever seen them like that we have today. All right, so keep watching. We'll get into it. We've got lots of cool stuff: goldfish, cichlids, guppies, tetras, lots of stuff. But let's get into it. All right, first out of the box is we have some serpay tetras. So the serpay tetra is one of the reddest tetras. It's really, really red. However, it does have a bit of a nasty name of being a fin nipper. So just be cautious with what you put these guys with. Don't put them in as a sole fish. Put them in a little group. It does seem to bring down that nipping, but they are a really cool tetra. Now, they're not shown in the bag. They do look silver in the bag, but they are an intense red tetra. I really like them. All right. Ooh, that's a cool fish. We'll pull that one out in a minute. All right, we've got some guppies, and these guys are just a pink guppy, okay? So I don't know if you've seen pink pastels before, but these are a pink pastel. We don't have any females of these available. They are only the males. They do look whitish on the camera, that washed out color, but they are, I assure you, they are pink, and they've got that sort of red tail on them. They're a cool little guppy. All right, that's just some more of those pink pastels. Show you up nice and close. Have a look at those. All right, so these ones are a female. We already have the males of these here, and they are the red cobra or red snakeskin female. It is a female, as you can see there. They're all girls. We have the males here as well. Got a really big shipment of guppies last week. I'm not sure if that made it on. There was a newsletter went out, so if you saw the newsletter, you would understand there was a lot of guppies, lots of male and females. This week, through the week, we did get more in. We got green Moscows, male and female. We got blue Moscows in. We got some Dumbo platinum red tails in, male and female through the week. We did get platinum males in through the week. And we have today the platinum females. So these ones here, we only get them once or twice a year. So if you're buying guppies, now's the time to buy it. Well, we did have a customer in today. He's got like 70 varieties of guppies. Let us know how many varieties you've got. 70, that's insane. All right, now these aren't a guppy, but these go really awesome in the pond. And personally, these are my favorite when it comes to Madakas. All right, so these are your daisy rice fish. So the daisy rice fish, or the daisy blue rice fish, again, the bags never show you the color. It's blue with all this red finnage, red tippets on the fins. You can look there, you look closer, you can see the red tips on the fin. They're really cool. These are my favorite. Next in line for me are the platinums. All right, another bag of guppies. Again, these are just their platinum whites. So platinum guppies are pure white, tip of the nose to the end of the tail. The females aren't. They're sort of a clear white with a white tail. Another guppy, just more females. Again, those red cobra females or red snakeskin females. All right, good to see females. Believe it or not, this is a female is the more expensive, harder to get fish. Now, live bearers. Through the week, which are going crazy hot at the moment, behind me here in this tank up here, we have the albino high fin firecracker sword. They sell out as soon as they come in, every time. Now, normally they come in and the sex ratio is about 70% male, 30% female. This last batch is about 50-50, so half male, half 50. Now, we don't offer them sex, but if you're buying on loan, we give you a scoop. It's a good chance you're going to get a girl and breed them. Definitely breed them. We'll buy them from you. Now, talking about swords, have a look at these guys. Now, we all know what Kahoka koi swords are. They're the red and white sword. Now, this is the true albino version. You see it there with the red eye. Now, the cool thing about these guys, they're not regular. They are lyre tail. So they've got a twin tail. Bring it in close there. See if we can get that on camera. And they're high finners also. See the tail on this one here? It's got that fork at the back. It is a lyre tail high fin Kahoku albino swordtail. Now, is there male and females? I'm sure we're going to get asked. I can definitely see male, 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 female. Now, these are being a high fin. They're very difficult to sex as a female. They're difficult to sex to regular swords because that female fin down the bottom, when it folds up, being a long fin, can look like a male. All right. Those kind of fish, they do all right in Queensland here in the pond as well. But if you do have a pond and you do want to have something different, we've got small ones of these installed and we've never had them this size before. But this is your apricot paradise fish. Now, the paradise fish, they're all males, so don't ask for females. They are all males. Have a look at those long flowing fins. And again, they're in a bag, so you're not seeing the colour. Once we get these into our planted tanks in here behind us, the colours are really going to pop and stand out. These are going to be sensational fish. Never seen them ever installed this size. We normally have little ones. So if you're looking for a nice centre display fish for your aquarium or something different for your pond and you're not wanting goldfish, come on down and have a look at these guys. All right, that's one box down. I think we got about 20 boxes in today, but I think we're only showing you guys around 6 boxes, okay? We do just pick a few out. We can't do 20 boxes. Like, that's just insane. All right, and put that one back a little bit later. Okay, so some tetras. Now these are, I got these in because of the size. I saw them at the wholesalers and they looked really impressive in the tank. And these are your black neon tetra. So they're black neon, but they're the albino variant. All right, see it there, really white body. See that fluorescent white line through it. They've got a red eye. Really big, chunky tetras. So it's the albino black neon tetra. Now, they're not like a normal neon tetra. They don't have that long, slender body. They are quite deep in the body if you have a look there. But these are really big and chunky. And they're Australian bred as well. The Australian bred tetras are hardier than the ones being in from overseas. More and more shops these days are swapping over to our Australian bred tetras, and as more and more become available. Even here at Aquarium Central, we are swapping ourselves over to more and more of the Australian stock, which is good for Australian, for the breeders here in Australia, the farms here in Australia, and it keeps that money here in Australia. And it's really good for your tank. And this is another one. And looking at it in the bag, it actually looks like it's the same fish as I just showed you, but it's not. This is the red-blue Colombian tetra. It's sort of a metallic blue throughout the whole body. Not as metallic as a neon tetra, but it's still a metallic blue throughout the whole body and has a red tail on it. Not showing any color at all in the bag, and that's normal after transit, but literally 5 minutes in your aquarium, this guy will color up. All right, on the line of no, we're not tetras. We have Papua New Guinea rainbow. This is your red rainbow, or your salmon red rainbow. I have these at home, adult size. They get really deep in the body once they mature. You won't get any redder than these guys. There's intense red. They get a really nice beak on them as they mature. These are really good size too. There is some red in the bag. Try and get that up close. You can see there, a little bit of red there. Once they get in the tank here, they'll go, you know, they will pick up a little bit in color, but once a mature fish, oh, I wish I've got them at home ready to set up in the display tank here in the shop. And we are so busy here. I just have not got around to it. All right, back to a tetra again. Loving these at the moment because of the size they're coming in. Have a look at those. This is your Congo tetra. Your Congo tetra is one of your largest tetras. Now, it's very different to your other tetras. It doesn't have the color in the body like it does another tetra. It has this intense rainbow reflection. Now, if you have your lighting correct on these guys, the color is insane. Have a look on our website or jump on Google. Have a look at the Congo tetra. They get a really nice flowing tails as well. White edging around the fins and tail. They're really good size. Really good size. They're easily 6 centimeters those, and I think we might even have them on our website as 4s. I'm not sure, but they are good. All right. Now this guy will go with tetras, but it's not a tetra. It's a barb. Now this is a cherry barb, but it's not a regular cherry barb. If you look very carefully there on the camera, you'll see these are a long fin cherry barb. Now, again, not coloured in the bag, but these go intense red if you feed them the right foods. If you just feed them junk food, they'll get a little bit of colour, but if you feed them high quality food, Aquamunch Super Colour is what would recommend if you really want red fish. They will go intense red. And these guys aren't nippy like other barbs. They're really cool. They've got really long fins on them. All right, now again, not a tetra, another rainbow, another Papua New Guinea rainbow. But a lot of these rainbows, not the red ones, but these guys, or the red ones are also being bred here in Australia, but those ones were imports. These guys are most likely Australian bred. And these are your neon blue or Pracox rainbow. They're one of my favourite rainbows. They do get really iridescent blue, like the blue on the neon tetra, intense blue and red on the fin. Really colourful rainbow. Really easy to keep as well. Another tetra. Now this one here is what they call the head and tail light. Now, not sure if you can see on the bag there, but you can see why they call them a head and tail light. Literally a little bit of orange just here above the eye, a little bit of orange there in the tail. Looks like two little lights. All right, head and tail light tetra. Good size, easy 3 centimetres. All right, moving on. There's a lot of colour. Whoa, there's a lot of colour in this bag. All right, now, this is a molly. It's a live bearer also. Now, they are all males. We do tend to buy males only in this species, and the reason for that is the male, look at the big, see the sail there? Look at that colour. They get this huge sail fin on them. They're a sail fin molly. Now, we don't buy the girls because the girls don't get that sail on them, and they're the same price, all right? So everyone wants the sail. Everyone wants that male. So it looks like we've got some Dalmatian in there and some golds in there. So 2 different types have arrived today of the sail fin molly. Nice, healthy looking fish. Nice and fat. Once we put these in the tank, they'll start to show off at each other, and they put that sail out. They sort of try to wrap it around, and yeah, it's really cool. They're a cool fish. They are feisty. All right, so not recommended in the little tiny community aquarium with those calm little fish. These guys are quite feisty. All right, moving on. We got some goldfish. Let's have a look at them. Now, been chatting with Sarah online, and Sarah has sent me some photos through of a comet that she has in her aquarium. It has a really long flowing veil tail, some really long pectoral fins, really long flowing. Now, we don't often get comets in like that. They're often short tail, and you get a little bit of flow in some of them. It's very hard to find one that has like what she had. She also had some mirror scaling on her comet, and she was asking if I had something similar. Now, it just happened to be, Sarah. I'll try and get it on the camera. This one, is it? Where is it? Yeah, it's this one here. Has arrived today. Look, see the fins coming through? There we go. See that long flowing fin? Now, it's only a 10 to 12 centimetre fish, but you can see those fins coming through, that red and white pattern. What's not showing up on the camera, which I can see here with my eyes, looking at, is that mirror scaling. There is some really, there he is. Oh, you just saw it there as he turned around. See that reflecting mirror scale on it? Now, Sarah, if you're interested in this fish, reach out to the store. This is very similar to the one you had. It's not as big as the one you had. We don't carry those really big ones. They're old. This is a nice, younger fish. It's still good 10 centimetres. Jump on that podium. Give us a message. There it is. Now, these are just the younger version of those guys, all right? Red and white comets, they do amazing in ponds compared to regular comets. You've got that contrasting colour, red and white. And here's a little tip for you guys that are watching. If you're looking for red and white comets for your pond, look for the ones that the pattern is not horizontal. Look for the ones that the pattern is vertical. Because when you're looking down on a comet, if it's red and white horizontal, you're just going to see an orange fish. If you've got vertical pattern, you're going to see red, white, looks like a koi. Not allowed in Queensland here, but that's as good as we're going to get. All right, that one back. Let's keep passing that one back because it's something different. All right, now we've got these guys in today as well. These are your ranchu. Now, for those lucky shoppers that are shopping with us at the moment, come on down to the store, jump online, We are selling these 7 centimeter ranchers. See them? Nice, good backs on them, good patterns. Got 50 of them in today in all sorts of colors. We're selling them as 5 centimeter ranchers. All right, you're going to get a much bigger fish, much healthier, really good curved spine on it at a bargain price, about half the price what they should be. So if you're buying online, now we still have some small ones there, so there will be still some small ones going out. But if you're buying a few, we're definitely going to give you a try and get you a bit of both. If you put online, you want the largest possible, we're probably going to pick those ones for you. All right. Another cool goldfish. Now, I never used to like goldfish, but I do have a soft spot for them right now. This one here is a pearl scale. It's got that rough, rugged pearl scale. You can see it in the body there. And it's ping pong. It's ping pong shaped pearl scale. It's really cool. But guess what? It's got long flowing veil tail and it is a crown pearl scale. Try and get that on the camera there. Unfortunately, it's not, you can see how round he is there now, but he's not behaving, or she, for us at the moment. But it is a crown. There it is. I missed it again. Big bubble on the head. All right, that's what it's got. It's got this big bubble like an oranda, etc. It's like a fluid-filled sack, like your bubble eyes, but it's sitting here on top of the head. Really cool. All right, more goldfish. Just some tricolors, 9 centimeter tricolors. They call them tricolor, 3 colors. You've got your orange or your red, your white, and your black. Oh, look at that one there with the black eyes, white face, red cap, black body. That one's quite cool, isn't it? And this one here with the black snotty nostrils. Cool fish. So lots of cool goldfish coming in today. Just a couple more of those tricolors. So these are orandas. They will get a big jelly head on top of the head once they get bigger. Here's some more. Now these ones are panda. A little bit bronze and white. We'll get them in. It could be the white box. They're literally sitting in a white styrofoam box. Look at that guy there, but I don't care. Look at that. That's amazing. All right. Now, we'll get them in the aquarium. Hope they go black and white again. If not, we'll probably sell them as an assorted. But nonetheless, still cool fish, cool pattern. All right, another rancher. And these are your white rancher. And these are just big enough to start seeing what they turn into when they get bigger. So when they're little, they're just pure white. If you have a look closely, you can see the heads are starting to turn yellow. These guys look like they're going to develop a bit of a lion head on them, and that jelly is yellow more than white, and they look really cool. This white ranchered body. Being a rancher, no top fin. See, that's missing? They're a man-made species, line bred to be like that. Cool fish when it gets big, that one there. Now, talking about big, got some big goldfish coming out now. All right, got some big orandas. Now, these are labelled as rose tail, but right now, what you're going to get when you buy assorted randas on our website is, ooh, look at the lipstick on that, is you're going to get ones like this. Look at those flowing tails. They'll start with cracking up next to me looking at me. Look at those tails. That is a rose tail, that one there. I'll classify, but the other one's not. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell these as assorted. So when you're buying one, you're buying assorted, you might be lucky enough to pick up that rose tail. All right, he's turned his back on us now. He's got really cool lipstick on. All right, couple others here. Now, these are also an oranda. Again, we're going to sell these as assorted orandas. So, again, this is what you'll get. These are a short tail oranda or short body oranda. They're not as long flowing as the normal oranda. They are short. They're sort of they're like a yellow. They've been as short as crossbred with the Ryukin, which is a shorter fish, higher in the body, and you get these short tails, still get a little bit of a development on the head there. They're really cool fish. So assorted orandas at the moment. Of course, come on down to the store. You can hand pick one out. If you see something on the video you like and you want to buy it, you can jump on the website, buy the assorted oranda, mention the color you want, and we will do our best to get that fish for you. We are not going to guarantee it because it just might sell and we don't know, but we will do our best, okay? All right. Now, look at this fella. Oh, chunky, this fella. Oh, no, it's got that big line head on it. It's another short body or short tail oranda. You see that really deep in the body. It looks like the guy has just been eating all day long, gobble, 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 gobble down. Really cool fish. All right, now talking about Ryukin. This is Ryukin. All right, so you can see how they got that shape. See, it's really short, high fish, Ryukin. Okay? All right, so that's why those orandas are really short as well. They sort of bred in with that guy there. All right, moving on. That's the goldfish. Now, for those watching online, if you're into cichlids, we're getting into cichlid territory right now. Let's have a look what we've got. All right, now we haven't had these for a while though. South American earth eater. These are your tapio, your red-headed tapio. We haven't been able to get them. So typical. 1 minute there's heaps and heaps and heaps of them. Next minute you can't get them. We did get some at the start of the week. They sold out. I bought some more. They'll probably sell out again by the end of the weekend. So if you're looking for some tapios, jump online. They're available now. There was 20. I know it's down to 15 already. So don't miss out, guys. All right, an African cichlid. Now, earlier on in the week, we got some gizzle in. Absolutely stunning fish, turns green. People ask you, what's the greenest African cichlid you can get? It's the gazelle. We've got some in the store at the moment, so jump on the website and find them. And this one here is very, very similar, related. It is also of the Placidochroma species, and this is your Electra. It's not showing you anything in the bag there, but it gets a really dark cheek, gets a bit of a black-white band on it, and a sky blue body. Some of these fish are collectors. They're hard to get. They were once upon a time they were around. Now they're very hard to find. So if you're into breeding, get some of these guys, all right? All right, what have we got here? Looks like for a minute there I thought it was a Bolivian butterfly, but it's not. So it's your little heckleye or your threadfinner. Have a look at that fella. Very similar to the tapio. Tapio is much prettier in my opinion, more orange on the head. This guy just gets a little bit more flowing fin. All right, we've got an Oscar, not showing in the bag. It's true colors once we get this light into your aquarium under light. This is a chili red Oscar. Now, we've still got 3 stunning Nemo chilies in the shop at the moment, and we just got in today 3 more of your chili reds. Now, the chili reds tend to sell out over the weekend, guys, so come on down to store, grab one. There's something different. And I'll show them. They do go with cichlids, but they are quite psycho. All right, so big cichlids. Do need some salt in the water with these guys. This is your scat. All right, really cool, like a silver dollar, but gets big. You know, really big fish. Really feisty, really cool pattern on them. Look at them there. We don't get these very often, and I could only get a hold of 3. All right, they're on the website for sale. They are healthy. They're a good size, and they will go with your cichlids. A mate of mine had them with his African cichlids until it got this big, and it's like, what do we do with it now? Do we put it on the dinner plate? Nah, we would never do that. All right, chocolate cichlids. All right, not showing color in the bag. Very stressed looking, very black, very nice looking, lots of red and bronze and chocolatey colors. American cichlid, not too aggressive compared to some of your Americans. Another one here is your hongi. Now we're just going to call it hongi. We're not going to call it SRD or super. We're not sorry, an SRD, an SR super red or SRT. I should say SRT super red top. We're not going to call it super red top, but they are a hongi. You can see them there. Hongis get a mauvey purple body, black bar, orange top fin. All right. SRTs, which we normally have here, lots of red in the throat, lots of red in the belly, red on the top fin, a higher quality line. Can't tell what they are right now, so they're just going to call them hongi. All right, what have we got here? Moloto. Yep, yellowfin Moloto. Cool. Really nice. Another hat peacock. Not a peacock, sorry, it is a hat. Comes up a stunning fish once you colour them up. What have we got here? We've got a Pashadi here. It looks like it's not your normal Pashadi. Again, it is collectors. This is a fire tip Pashadi. You can see some good coloration already on a couple of them there in the bag. Now, we did get in earlier on in the week, and unfortunately, there's only 2 left. One does have a little bit of defect on it where it's top fin, but it looks like a possible pair, male and female, sunflower Pashadis. All right? Literally in the store for an hour early on in the week. 4 gone, 2 left. Does look like a male and female. The female does have a defect with its top fin, so we will do a bargain on that one. All right, if you're interested in breeding them. Now, I really suffer saying the name of these guys every time. The transvestis or something like that. They're really cool little fish. I believe they are African. Yep, they're an African, but they're not from your lakes. They're not your Malawi cichlids and stuff like that. Really cool. They call them transvestis. The female has all the color. All right. Unlike other cichlids, the male is very pretty. This one here, the male just stays that silver band. Can't show you in the bag there. Female gets a lot of purpley, maroon. A nice looking fish. My son loves them. He's got some at home. All right, just some more brachati. If you haven't been watching our website, we've been getting a lot of different types of brachati in at the moment. This one here is the middle of transition in color. And this one here is your Icola, and it's a Kaiser one. So it should get a lot more yellow in the body compared to your normal Kaiser. Your normal Icola. Black head, black tail, big yellow band through the body. Sometimes the yellow can get all the way down on those guys. Moving on. Now, I did ask before I bought these because they were expensive, but I bought them anyway because they're hard to get, is a good old Solosi. Now, they do look like exceptionally good quality, I must admit. Nice, clean yellow, which is very hard to get in Solosi. If you've bred Solosi, you will know they tend to suffer from that black spot where they get the black sort of, people go, what is this? Is it a disease? Well, it's not. It's just genetics. The best way to say it's freckles. Solosis are prone to it. These are nice, clean. See that? Can't see any of it, all right? Now, the thing about these guys, they're born beautiful yellow like this, and the female will stay this nice, beautiful yellow. The male goes blue with black bars. They're hard to get fish these days, and they're hard to get that quality, all right? For that reason, we paid almost triple we'd normally pay for those fish. They are a little bit more expensive on our website, but that is a brood stock that you would breed from, okay? Take my advice, bred African cichlids for many years, including the Solosi. Okay, I'll keep putting that one back. We keep coming back to it. All right, so we also got in today, I believe it looks like they're both the same. Yeah, they are. We've got some Freddies. Have not seen these for about 2 years. All right, so they're your leather jackets. They're American cichlids. Sort of similar looking to a jag, but yellow gets through them, all right? So your Freddie, they're only juvenile. So, you're not yellow now. You've got to grow these guys up. They get big, like 30 centimeters. They're quite feisty. But we have not had them for a long time. A long time. And we've already had people ask because they went on the website. So, moving on, we've got some Malawi sand diver or the rostratus. So the rostratus, whoa, got a leak in the bag. Oh, knock out. Now, the rostratus, Malawi sand diver, gets its name. It is one of the largest Malawi cichlids. You have these in your tank. They literally dig the soil all the time, spitting it out, spitting it out, spitting it out. They actually help turn over your substrate. Really big fish, got a really big mouth on it, but it is quite placid. It's not super aggressive. It gets big, and the males gets all the color. Now, if you look, that's a female coloration there, or juvenile color. So they're all born like this, and then the male gets sort of sky blue, bits of green, black, a little bit of yellow in it. Big fish, over 30 centimeters, big mouth on it. Looks like the head on it looks like a whiting. It's this big head on it, sucks the sand up, spits it out. All right, moving on, still cichlids. Now, we have already been getting these in, but we've been selling them as our normal rams. They are more expensive than our normal gold rams, so we have now labeled them correctly on our website. And these are a new variant that have been coming into Australia. And they are the sunshine ram. The gold ram gets the yellow head. It fades into a sort of a pearl body. It gets a little bit of red through it as well. Stunning fish, don't get me wrong. This is a sunshine. Now, the difference on this guy, yellow through the whole body. All right? So, a lot more color in it. A little bit more robust, I believe. A little bit more hardier to keep. Has been line bred further for better coloration. But with that reason, they are a little bit more expensive. And they are a little bit smaller than our normal stock. But they're on the website now as Sunshine Rams. All right, couple more cichlids here to go, and then we're into the goody goodies, okay? Now, I just want to show you these. These came in today, and these are your Taiwan reef, Protomelis Taiwan reef. Look at them. They're boring as to look at right now. They're just a silver fish with black spots, sort of patchiness through them. This is how they arrive to us. They are a little bit thinny looking, see there? Now this is quite standard because when you're shipping fish, you don't want to fill them with full food where they're going to foul up the water. You do want to thin them down. Okay, so this is how they arrive. Now I want to show you the difference because we actually bought a heap of these a couple of weeks ago. They came in exactly like this, and what we did is we worm them straight away, give them the treatment of worming. Then we put them onto some good food. Aquaman color, the super color flake, super color gel. And this fish, I believe they're probably the same, exactly the same batch from the wholesaler. Literally within 2 weeks, looks like this fish. All right, see the difference? Look at that. Aquaman super color flake or gel. We brought that life back into the fish. Absolutely full bodied, full of color, stunning looking fish. You wouldn't know that it's the same fish in 2 weeks. They have been here a little bit longer than 2 weeks, but I do have a video that we'll put out later on of that fish. We actually did a 7-day time trial feeding of that fish and took a photo every day and a 5-second video every day over 7 days, and you can see it transform from that silver fish to that fish in 7 days. All right, another one to show. Now again, I did bag up one that we had in the shop here because I do want to show you what they turn into. This is the Libidochromis travasi, and it is the Trilumba red. Now looking at it in the bag, it looks a little bit plain, a little bit boring. Not much color showing there. You can see it there. Long, elongated Malawi cichlid. It's a Mabuna. It has this blunt nose on it, absolutely like it's rammed into a brick wall. That is part of its feature. It's what they're meant to look like. Yes, it's scraping algae off the rocks. They are an algae eater, but they are very omnivorous. They do eat both. Now, this I wanted to show you. Now, the camera doesn't show you the quality, is what it turns into. We'll see if we can get an overlay for those YouTube watchers later on. We'll get an overlay. We'll show you what they actually look like in the aquarium. That's what it turns into. Again, if you feed it good quality foods, as soon as I hand that over there, there's a light here right next to me on the planer tank, just lit up red. Stunning fish. Feed it good quality foods, that's what it will turn into. Now, just some more L397s. Now, these guys have dropped from $139 each to, I think, $50. Quote me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. It might be $60. Rapidly have come down in price. Tiger Pleco, one of my favorites. Absolutely love them. Orange and black stripes. Cool looking fish. Now, still got some really good stuff coming out here. Whiptail. Whiptails. Not a whiptail. It's a curly loach, but it's a golden whip. All right, that's where I got whiptail. It's golden whip, okay? Now, the golden whip is a lot thinner than your normal curly loach. It's very active. You can see that. They're wriggling away there. Got sort of a bronzy gold sheen to those guys. They're very active curly loach. They're not a curly loach we can buy all year round, so we do get them when they're available. All right. Oh, they're the same as what we had before. Nice little yellow tips on them. Yeah, those Brachydia again. Really cool thing about those Brachydia is when you breed them, they will, have their baby. Mum and dad will look after, and then they'll breed again. And the brothers and sisters will actually help look after the fry, and they just build a big family. They're really cool. All right, another cool species here is your freshwater sole. All right, some of those people may say flounder. It's not a flounder, it's a sole. You can see, there he is. All right, both his eyes, top of the head, lies flat looking fish, buries down in the sand, sticks on the side of the glass, a little bit like a slug. It's really hard to show in the bag because he is so flat and thin. I can do that and show you, but you only seen his belly. I want to show you the top of him. And if we look, he just moves. Anyway, look him up on the website. There's a picture of him there. You'll find them. If you haven't seen one before, coming down the shop, we do have to dig our little fingers through the sand, get them to pop up. Love these guys as well. These have been very popular. They sell out every week. And these are your half beaks. Now, I believe they're a live bearer. They're platinum. Look at them. They look like little platinum gar swimming around your aquarium. If you don't know what a gar is, then you haven't really enjoyed fishing. But really cool looking fish. All right, another one, Australian native. is your archer fish. The archer fish is a surface swimmer, hangs around the surface of the aquarium. He does appreciate a bit of salt, this fellow is as well. Really nice, healthy species coming in at the moment. Cool thing about the archer fish is it spits. All right, so insect, cockroach, something crawling up, the guy will look up at it and he'll get a gob full of water and off it goes. Insect falls into the water and gobbles it up. All right, another cool oddball. First time on the website. I've had them before, but they don't make it to the website. So we've got them on the website ready to go. And these are albino hatchets. Now, if you probably looked earlier on in the week, you probably saw the video of the marble hatchets. Stunning looking fish. Then we also have giant silver hatchets in store. This is a giant silver albino. Now, giant, they are tiny. They're about 2. Biggest one's probably 3. Smallest one's probably 1.5 centimeters. They're quite small. They are a flying fish. They will jump out of the aquarium, so be mindful of that. Have a lid on the aquarium. All right. Cool stuff is about to come out. All right. But first, before we do that, let's get into see some of these bedders, because I do know someone wanted to see bedders. We have a big shipment of bedders coming in next week. The supplier has a new supplier overseas, a new shipment of imports from a new supplier. We went and sussed it out, picked our fish. They're in quarantine. They'll be out next week, and we'll do what we can to showcase you them. Some absolute crackers coming next week, but that doesn't mean you don't want one of these. Look at that. These are deltas. Now look at that. It's a blue marble, white fins. Delta. Now, we did buy these as rose tails, but we're not going to list them as rose tails. We're going to list them as a delta on our website. They have not a full flare tail, almost full, so not quite a half moon, is a delta. And here's another one. It's sort of blue, red, and white. Another one here, lots of blue, black head. I'll try and get the head in there. Black head, blue, white. All right, so just some of the deltas that have come in today. All right, now, I've showed you one of these in the live unboxing before, and it was in store for about 3 hours. So we've got another one. If you're interested, we did have people come the next day last time we got one of these, all wanting to see it. If you're interested, we're open until 5 o'clock today. If it's 9 a.m., we open again tomorrow if it hasn't sold today. It is a freshwater longarm prawn. Oh, heavy. Now, I do know the inner bag has collapsed a little on this guy. So it's going to be hard to show. So what we're going to do, if you're on YouTube, we'll put an overlay so you can see what it looks like. But I'm really sorry to those guys watching live. Oh, so he's squished in the back. Now he is okay. What we'll do is try and get him out. Brad, can you try and get that fish out of there? Well, we nearly overflowed the tank next door. It's that big. He's squashed. The bag inside has released, probably because he's got these big, long blue claws. Popped the bag, and it's sort of collapsed in. So we want to get him out, and we'll see if we can get a look at him. All right, pass me that one, Brad, that you got there. Oh, you're going to pull him out? We're going to get him out of the bag. All right. It's not as big as the last one. The last one was as big as my phone box, was 60 centimeters if you have the claw. All right. Put him in here, Brad. We'll crawl him in there. Now I can pick him up. All right, we're going to get this one and show you. Then we'll show you this last fish. All right. All right, here he is. Not another shrimp for the barbie. This one here, we do not want to put on the barbie. Look at the color in that claw. All right, see that blue? All right, so this is a this is a freshwater prawn. It's got that cool pattern down the back. Now we're going to find somewhere for this guy to lift. The other one, you need 2 hands to pick it up. All right, so this one they are quite expensive. They are a very collector's fish. We can't never get them this big. Look at those whiskers on it. They do get these 2 big blue whiskers and 2 white whiskers. All right, cool looking fella. Let's go get him into some water. Not going to put. Now, last. Very popular fish. We normally get these in lately. That big. 5, 6 centimeters. Sometimes we get them in 12 centimeters, you know, like this. And then when they're in at 12 centimeters, we're like, whoa, look at that. Never in my lifetime, with all my travels overseas, have I ever seen one this big. Now, this is not even the biggest one, because the biggest one's gone already. Went in my house. This fella, have a look at this. All right, trying to get him on camera. He's very active. This is your spiny eel, or peacock eel. Now, this guy, this bag is 30 centimeters long. He'd be 25 centimeters for a spiny eel. It is insane. Look at that. The beautiful dots on the tail, that snout, if I can get him. He's just so active. They're so healthy. When they're this size, they're super strong and healthy compared to those little ones. Absolute cracker. There's 5 left. All right, 5. That's all there is. Will we ever get them again in our lifetime? Probably not. Seriously, I've never, ever, ever seen them like this. Not this big. All right. This is for sure a collector's fish. There's 5 left. They are $149.99 each, which is cheap when you think about what this is. Come on down to the store. Bring the kids in this weekend to have a look at them. I really can't express enough how big that fish is. When I bought them, I was going, oh, I hope they're good size. When I opened the box, I've never seen anything like it. Absolutely stunning. All the staff are drooling over them here. The staff do get them, but they have to wait 2 weeks. That's our policy here in store to stop my staff taking all the goodies off you guys, is they have to wait 2 weeks before they can buy it. So, 5 left. Come on down to the store. Jump online. They are online. We will ship them out to you. Absolute stunning fella. Now, that's it for today, guys. We did get 20 boxes of fish. I think we unboxed 5 for you. There's plenty of good stuff that's coming today. Come on down, have a look. Aquarium Central, 11 Pike Street, Kunda Park, or shop online, aquariumcentral.com.au. Live fishing freight is free if you spend over $150, or it's $30 if you want to use toll, the premium service of toll, if you spend over $150. That's it from me, guys. We'll see you next week. Keep watching next week, because we're going to try and get a lot of videos out next week, especially those betters. We want to get those betters on. See you later.